Okay, welcome to your weekend focus for October the 1st and 2nd, 2022. David Palmer always says, the Leo King always says on the 1st of every month, we're to say, rabbit, rabbit. And that's supposed to bring in good luck. So I figure it's completely free and only takes a second, so I do it and I experience magic. Good luck. It happens, so I don't know if it's saying rabbit, rabbit or everything else I do. Anyways, it's not going to be the greatest of weekends for the energy in the sky. We'll see what the cards have to say. Absolutely. We have the Sun in Libra. Oh, let's start at the numerology, shall we? The first of the month. We have the one. So, are we feeling independent? We want to be the trailblazer. We want to. Yeah, it's the I am. It's feeling strong. It's feeling confident. It's about trying new things, challenging things. We want to succeed. We want to raise our sword and yell charge. Now, if we do the numerology of the day for Saturday, it would be an 8 energy. And the October, glance at October is up as well. So you can get the whole month and understand it in great clarity. Well, we just took a glance at it, but it'll give you a really good idea of what's coming in October. And I do have the monthly individual focuses done. So your monthly focus for October 2022 will be up probably late tonight, by early tomorrow morning at the latest, for each sign. So make sure that you watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and that's going to give you a complete picture of what October is really going to mean to you going forward. So if you don't know what those planets are, where the moon was, or where the rising what the rising planet was, then just type in birth chart free astrology or something, and you'll get 1,000 different clicks to free videos for yourself. So, or not free videos, free charts. I'm sorry, I've been working really hard to get the October done, and my brain is starting to turn to mush. But I think I can do this. So, we'll just see if I connect. I know it's not going to be an easy weekend for us. We have the 8 energy. We have the 8 energy on Saturday. Now, the 8 energy is, well, it's abundance. It's our strength. It's our courage. And we're going to have to embrace our strength and courage. We're going to have to stay within the lines of integrity. So, no fibbing, no gossiping, no manipulating. Okay, it's about going with the flow, the expression of what you want to manifest in your life. If we look at the Sunday for our weekend, we have the 2 energy, and the 2 energy is the magic. The 2 energy can be very indecisive, and that might work in our advantage this weekend. But it's the magic, and it's understanding. It's sitting in quiet contemplation as you discover the magic that lays within you and the magic that is around you. Absolutely. If we do the numerology of the day for Sunday, it is a 9 energy. And that means that we have to put closure on things. We have to clear the path of clutter in order to invite in the new things that we want to bring into our life, the things that we are trying to manifest. Okay, Sun is in Libra, Moon is in Sagittarius for Saturday, and then I think it's very early in the morning the Moon will move over to Capricorn on the Sunday. Now, I tell you, Saturday, oh boy. It starts off with the Moon opposing Mars. Okay, so right there we've got this little bit of inner impatience about us. Venus will oppose Jupiter, and we'll get to that. The Moon is not getting along with Neptune, so that's going to create more emotion in our life, and probably confusing emotion, restless emotion. And then Luna, I don't talk about Luna much, but since Luna is so in this whole thing, is arguing with Mercury, and that's going to even cause us more quick reactions, knee-jerking kind of action. So we have a lot happening just on the Saturday alone. Now, Venus opposing Jupiter, that's probably the one that we have to watch out the most for. That's when we like to indulge. We like to party. We like to laugh. We like to have fun, and we go over the edge. We have, our indulgences. There's things that we can't afford, whether it's time, energy, or resources. And we're spending, right? There's a definite lack of self-discipline. And if you have a job to go to, oh, I apologize to businesses because there will be people booking because there's something that they want to do other than the routine day in day out blah 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 stuff. They want we want excitement, we want new paths, we want adventure, and so we're going to be looking for it and we're going to be grabbing onto it and we're not going to be thinking about it. So careful of your actions there, especially on Saturday, but into Sunday as well. Okay, there's definitely an incontent or a discontent, I should say, an incontent, an inner discontent. I just made it one word. So we want more than our day-to-day stuff. We want excitement. We want freedom. So you have to really utilize this energy. First, you need to be very aware of what's happening. And then you need to self-discipline yourself a little bit on what you say, on what you do, on what you say yes to, on what you say no to, and really think things through. I think this weekend is probably one of the worst weekends ever to make a decision or make a commitment. So I think that we're rating this up in the top 10 weekends that we do not want to do those things today. Very small, insignificant would be good. Little tiny changes, that's okay. But big decisions, you're signing that big contract, you're signing that mortgage. If you can't wait, then make sure that you're getting professional help looking over any kind of document that you're going to be signing, okay? Oh, and I forgot to mention, I think Venus is also arguing with Uranus. So we're not going to like our relationships, we're not going to like the money we have, and the things that surround us that usually give us pleasure are not going to give us pleasure. It's going to be one of these weekends where we're just going to feel out of sorts. We're going to feel restless. Now, I wouldn't say to sit at a desk and do some heavy mental work. I don't think that's in the cards for us, but let your hair down. Keep it within reason. Okay? Everything in moderation is a great thing this weekend. It's taking it further. So you're having a couple of drinks with some friends and they're going, hey, let's go over to this bar. And you all get in your cars and away you go. And then it's like, hey, let's go over to a buddy of mine. Okay. And all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. and you had to be up at 7 for work. It's those kinds of things that can happen. You go to dinner and a show at the casino and you do the dinner, you do the show, and then, let's just hit the tables or pull those one-armed bandits for a bit. And pretty soon you're going to the automated bank teller there to get more money out of your savings account because you just feel like it's going to be the next pull, the next bet. So be careful of these things. Going on those shopping sites, delete them from your phone, reinstall the apps on Monday, okay? And then, of course, on Saturday when all this is happening, we've got the moon in Sagittarius, right? And that stirs our desire to grow, to expand, to go on, vacations and travel and wonderment and adventure and see the world. And we can be pretty quick to react to some things, so we have to really keep ourselves in check, or we're going to really kick ourselves in a couple of days, okay? If not, almost instantly. Now, on Sunday, I think the only thing that's happening on October 2nd, and this is something that we have been waiting for, is Mercury goes stationary direct. Yay. Unfortunately, it's opposite of Neptune when it does. So the confusion is still there. The problems that we've been having, the miscommunication, will still be lingering thanks to that opposition, especially miscommunications, or somebody's told you something and you've took it in hook, line, and sinker. So watch the scams in your emails and, click this button now and I got free Bitcoin for you and I'll do a free personal reading for you. All that's garbage, okay? No person in the land of tarot are using their intuitive abilities or astrology or the runes or how palms will never contact you for anything like that. Our window is open for you to contact us, of course, but we don't go out looking for that. We wait for you feeling like you need a reading. When your intuition is telling you you need some information, you need some guidance. So, yeah, this is probably the worst weekend to make any kind of decisions or even plans, okay? It's one of those being in the moment weekends. We don't want to look in the past. We don't want to look in the future. We want to be present. We want to enjoy each other's company. Allow a little bit of creativity to flow maybe, but don't take it to the extreme. Don't expect a lot of things getting done. It's just not going to be that kind of weekend for us. It's more about just enjoying ourselves, okay? Because everything is telling us to enjoy ourselves. So we might as well at least give into that part of the energy and enjoy ourselves. Let our hair down, giggle, laugh, smile, put some things on the back burner right now. But before you do that, cut your credit cards in half, take the keys and hide them from the car so you can't go anywhere. Just kind of stay in your own little domain and enjoy each other. Maybe buy a new board game or something, something. But don't go over the top on anything. You really will regret it as we go forward. Okay, let's get to our cards, shall we? So I've already cleared the cards, but we'll give it a fast shuffle. And I've been tapping the energy into it while I've talked. So I'm finally done doing my project, but I am exhausted, and this might have to wait till tomorrow to be cleaned up. And eventually I'm going to have a certain spot in my office to just have this set up so I can just do it. But for the time being, here we are. Ooh, I wonder what tried to flip out there. Wow. Let's cut the cards and see if it shows up for us, shall we? Okay, and we're going to turn the deck upside down. Look at that. Look at that. It's about understanding. This weekend is about understanding. Did I even do the numerology? Yeah, I did the numerology for Sunday. This is making us stop. This is making us look at our accomplishments, what we've done right, where we have grown, where we have made great strides. And now that could be in your spiritual, that could be in your mental, that could be in your time, your resources, your energy. It could be where growing your family. It could be growing your business, growing that job into a promotion or a raise or getting more hours, more income in some way. It could be where you've made strides in your health and well-being. I mean, this is a collective for everybody, unlike the October 2022, where you'll have your individual signs there for you. Oh, the boys are starting to be bad out there. They're impatient with me because I've been in here all day. Anyways, but now all these paths have meant something. And you know how you go through things in life and you say, why did I have to go through that? And we question it. And we don't get the answer, of course. But we do question it. But those things come together. Those paths come together for us now. And here we are. Look at this gnarly little wand, this stub we've got to work with. Now, all the other ones started out that way. But as you see, we've grown them straight and tall and full of foliage. So here we are with this stubby one. And we're thinking, can I do it? Okay, do I have the courage? Do I have the strength? Do I have the passion? So that's why we have red on here. It's inciting all those things. Do I love this? It could be even love. I've never really gotten that with this card before, but it's just something that we love. We truly hold close to our heart, and we really want to try it going forward. New beginnings, absolutely. New beginnings, and we are into new beginnings. So we're going to set that aside so we can meditate on it. Oh, look at here, though. Underneath that, don't take anybody's advice. Don't tell anybody about it. Okay? Somebody will use your words against you here. You go and you tell somebody and they smile to your face, and that's wonderful, and wow, I can't wait to see that all come together. That's just fabulous. And then they immediately start texting their friend and saying, you wouldn't believe what they just told me. Are you sitting down? This is a hoot. And they'll make fun of you. They'll tear down that energy. If you get a whiff of it, that tears you right down. You thought they were on your side. They're not. Who else is against me? Is it a bad idea? You start second guessing yourself, right? The other thing is you might share it with somebody who will be very dishonest. So you go and you tell your coworker, I was thinking if we did this in the office, everything would be smoother. I might go in there and talk to the boss about that. And then you go and you get a drink and you get all set up for the day, and you turn around and you think this is a good time to approach the boss, and you see that buddy of yours in there promoting your idea with their name stamped on it, and they get the promotion. So things like that can happen. So, and this is also a card to understand what we truly need to go forward. So maybe we're just carrying too much stuff with us. In fact, on the Sunday when we have the 9 energy for the day, it might be a good time to just review what kind of clutter we keep in our lives, what we're holding on to that we truly don't need. It doesn't have value anymore. Maybe it never did have value. Okay, so let's find out what our first card is here. Oh, look at that. Well, it's going to be that kind of day. Sorry. We have to have a faith. The 3 of Swords comes out. Now, I know a lot of tarot card readers will just start reshuffling at this point and say, oh, there's an error. We don't start with that card. But I do, because it is the first card. And I've made an agreement with my guides a long time ago that if I can't help you in any way, then don't show me the tragedy and the sorrow. If great-great-grandma's going to pass and you can't do anything about it, I do not even see that. Okay, you asked me how great-great-grandma is, and I go, hard to say that she's fine. But in actuality, they're probably shielding me from telling you that her days are growing fewer and fewer. So when I see this means that we can do something about it. So is there heartache? Is there tragedy? Is there healing that needs to be done? Are you on an emotional roller coaster? This is a card to say stop, breathe, heal. Okay? It's okay to recognize our emotions and feel them. Feel them as deep as you can. I mean, let them out. Tears are healing. So if you feel like you're going to cry, then cry. And allow it to just keep going until your body's too exhausted and too dried out to shed another tear. And make that commitment to yourself ahead of time that once you are done crying, you're going to dust yourself off and you're going to be proactive in walking through this energy that you're living. If you look at this card, okay, the light from above, the sky is breaking up, there's light coming through, and it's beaming through and healing you, and it will go into Mother Earth, and it will recycle itself and come through as the sun again. Okay, so it's about not holding on to that depression, that sorrow, that roller coaster ride, but breathing through it, allowing yourself to heal through it, letting it flow through you. Okay, we're going to experience the pain, yes, but we're also then going to eliminate it from our life, that thought process, what's happening, and we're going to move towards healing and getting back up on that horse and trying a different way, trying a new way, a different way, or something completely different. But this card in the first place says, yes, we will have heartache, we will have sorrow. Each and every one of us probably in some way, in some form this weekend. But allow that energy to go through you. Don't hold on to the anger. Don't hold on to the anguish. Okay? That hurts you. Okay? And especially if it's a fight with another person. Man, if you're holding on to that, they won. The moon. The moon is what makes you happy on the inside. How does your heart feel? What brings happiness to your life? What brings joy to your life? Now, this is going to be something that we're already going to be thinking about, so it's not so hard to talk about. So we have to stay within our limits. We have to stay within moderation when we do this. We have to find the balance. We can't go over the edge. We can't take happiness to the extreme. We can't take sadness to the extreme either. But we can't take happiness to the extreme. We have to find the moderation where we feel truly liberated, where we feel truly free. Yes, we still go through life's hiccups, but with a more grounded energy. So it's really paying attention to your emotions this weekend and this inner child within you. So many of you have this inner child that wants to just break out and be free, to run, to frolic, to enjoy life. So talk to that inner child within you. They're still there, okay? Remember that child that you used to be, that thought that you were, indestructible, that life was open to you every which way. And that might be going back 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 70 years. Doesn't matter. That child is still within you. So understand what brings in true happiness and joy to you and start living that in some way. Look at that, right in the middle, we have the star card, making the impossible possible. So I think over to the shadow card that we have. We're looking at this wand. It's stubby, it's short, and yet we're still eyeing it up. We still think that in one way or another, we can meet that challenge. We can take that to the finish line. We can grow it strong and true. And there can be great growth potential there. Where most people would throw that in the fire pit and just, it's good for nothing. But it's good for something. In your heart, in your inner being, your inner child saying, yes, let's do it. Your emotions probably saying, no, I don't feel like that. But here we have making the impossible possible. So if you truly believe it, then you need to start making the plan to step into it. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let anxiety stop you. Don't let other people's comments stop you. Don't let other people's emotions stop you. Okay? And figure out how you're going to blast through that glass ceiling that you've been living under. There's my Fool again. Oh, I'm so glad he's back. We don't need much in order to go forward right now. Stop overthinking it. Stop trying to add all these extras to it that you really don't need. You've already got what you truly need in order to go forward in your life. I kid you not. Here's our hobo suitcase down here. It's got maybe a change of clothes and a toothbrush in it, if that. And we're dancing, we're laughing, we're throwing the cards around. It's going to be a great experience. We have our faithful dog by our side that will warn us if we're going into any kind of danger, so we don't even have to worry about seeing danger. The dog will do that for us. So it's being in the moment. It's being alive. It's thinking about your dreams. It might be even stepping into doing something. We just don't want to take it to the extreme. We don't want to make a mental challenge for ourselves this weekend, and we don't want to take it to the extreme this weekend. But everything in moderation is totally fine and totally acceptable. So just, you notice that the dial went to a 10, just dial her back down to a 7. Okay, give yourself a time out. I used to do that when my kids were little because every so often I needed that time out or I was going to explode. I tell you, 3 young children, 2 of them with autism. And I would tell them that I was bad and I had to have a timeout. And so I would go into the bathroom and I'd pour myself a bubble bath and a glass of wine, light some candles, and they'd knock on the door. Mom, Is the time up yet? I go, 2 more minutes and then I can come out. So put yourself on a timeout if you must. Okay? And then we have the Tower. Wow. Wow. What total. Ooh, this is big energy for us, huh? We've got the Moon, we've got the Star, we've got the Fool, we got the Tower, and look what started it off, the Three of Swords. Thank you very much. The Tower card is about awakenings. The Tower card is a part of your life that just kind of falls off the edge. It's kind of like a sinkhole. It just disappears. It is no more. Now, know that, first of all, if Spirit takes something away from you, if the cosmos does, if the universe does, God, your angels, you don't need it for your path forward. Even though you may have thought you did, you don't, okay? Because some of this could really rock our boat, okay? Depending on where you're sitting in your natal chart, this could be really extreme for you, or it could be just kind of like, oh, I didn't almost notice that that left my life, but it's gone. Do I want it back? I don't think so. Okay, this is us breaking through that glass ceiling. Look at that. We've completely blown the roof off of it. So when we take charge of this, when we take a look around, it's not even here. What am I thinking? Oh, the 9 energy. I'm thinking, what card was I talking about? But it was the 9 energy for Sunday, right? When we take control of what we're going to do, what we're going to complete, what we're going to put an end to, what we're going to heal from, they back off and they don't give us the challenge that they had cooking up for us. And trust me when I say it's much easier if we choose how our boat's going to rock than letting them choose how to rock the boat in our lives. So, and it's right after the Fool. Okay, so this is the new challenge for you. This is the thing that scares you. This is the thing that fills you with anxiety. This is you blowing off the glass ceiling that has kept you from going after a dream, a goal, a desire. Our shadow card. Okay, let's get a mantra. Poor book is falling apart. I never told you that because you never really saw it before, but it's starting to fall apart. I guess we use it quite a bit. Okay, here we go. And our card is friendship. Friendship. Well, we know that Venus is arguing with Uranus, and that could do something with our relationships, absolutely. It might be money, but it might not be. But this is about nurturing your friendships, and this is what we really want to do this weekend. We want to take it as easy as possible. We don't want to, but now with the energy, find somebody who also feels that way, that wants to do that. Unless they've watched me, chances are they're going to go, no, I know this great thing. We're going to go rock climbing, or we're going to go zip lining, or take it easy, in moderation. Okay, plan a nice little lunch together, or a picnic, or a supper together, or a walk in the park, or it's something very, very down to earth, because that's what we want. We want to ground ourselves, especially when it comes to our friendships. We want to nurture our friendships. We want to grow our friendships, grow them deeper and stronger. Okay, let's read the book, shall we? The value of friendship is expressed by mutual understanding, compassion, and the ability to comfort each other for emotional support. Friends enjoy each other and trust one another. You may find that at this time you're being asked to assist a friend, or maybe they're being asked to assist you. Or you may be making new friends. To be the best friend ever, give some thought to how to enhance the relationship. Friendship is graciously given and lovingly accepted. The mantra is, I love and appreciate my friends. So I love and appreciate my friends. And how do you express that in the world? How do you let them know just how much you love them, how much you care for them, what they mean to you in your life? Shoot him a text. Just thinking about you. Have a great day. No need to reply. You popped in my mind. But also, if we're doing things this weekend, then downplay the energy as much as you can when you're making your plans, and it will be a very enjoyable weekend with friends. Absolutely. And we'll get an animal card here, and our animal card, I guess I should leave that so that you can look at it. Right? Okay. There we go, the sea turtle protection. So you are the master of finding life's flow. So we really need to find the flow this weekend, right? It's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Be in harmony with the rhythm. Your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. And once again, that you have everything you need comes out. And things that we don't need will be removed this weekend. But it's all about the middle card, making the impossible possible. So dream it, think it. Talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, of what you truly want to bring into your life, of what your idea of your best life ever looks like. Let them know, and then put your focus towards that. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.